Hey everybody, welcome to Board Game Heaven Talks Accessories. My name is Raymond, and in this video I'm taking a look at the e-Raptor insert for Nemesis, the stretch goals and Voidseeders and Aftermath box. So all of that came with the Kickstarter should fit inside this insert, so I'll assemble the insert, put it inside the box and show you where everything goes, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. Okay, so this is the box with the insert for all the Nemesis stretch goals, Aftermath, and Voidseekers. Goes into that box. And let's just open up the package. It comes with instructions on how to put it all together. It's double-sided, so one side has the instructions with the order of the numbers of all the dividers, how you're supposed to put it together. And on the back it shows you the different sheets that you get and what numbers they have. So yeah, looks pretty straightforward. Let's start with opening up this bag. This is 2 sheets of translucent dividers and covers for the token trays with plastic on both sides to protect it, so you just peel that off. And these wooden sheets as well. Let me just get that pizza box out of the way and open up this huge Ziploc bag. And these are obviously all just dividers. So I'll put those over there for now. Another sheet of dividers. You need a lot of those for all the cards. This is part 4 out of 6. And the rest. All right, let me get rid of the bag. So I'll start with the bottom. These are the sides, which has, just like this one, has a handhold, a grip, so you can easily take it out of the box should you need to. All right, so this is the bottom. Is kept in place with a couple of points there, but that just pops up very easily. Let me just put that over there. All right. Okay, so looking at the picture here, this is the way you should start. So this is the bigger slot here for the 20. There's a huge section here for cards, I'm assuming, and smaller sections over there for tokens and whatnot. I'll just do these first, and they just come out really easily. They're just held into place a couple of places, and then you just need to peel off the protective film. And there's one on the other side too. And so one is white and the other is transparent. So don't forget to take that off as well. Just peel off a corner. And as you can see now, it is very nice and translucent. So I'll just take out these first, and then I'll be right back. So I've punched them all out, and I've taken off all the foil. And I place them in the same order as they are depicted here on the sheet so that I can easily find what I need. So first of all, the numbers 1 are over here, and that's these little dividers. So I'm going to just put those in like that. You just sit them on top of the bottom. And since this is a slot for another divider, that's probably going to sit on top of that. So, and this is going to go over here. So this is the orientation you want them in. Then number 2, which is this one over here, that goes in here. So let's see, that's either this way or the other way around. But I'm going to guess this way because these slots match up with these and this matches up with that. So it's probably going to be that way around. Number 3 is going to sit next to that. And that is, let's see, this one over here. So it's probably going to be in the same direction like so. And then you need number 4, which is gonna sit, let's see, over there. Yes, in the middle. And number 4 is this one. So that is going to sit over, and this has a wider and a smaller slot, which is these two. So that's going to sit on top of these. So just hold them in place and just slide that over like that. And now those are done. Number 5 is over there, there and there. So it's got 2 pegs, and it is this one. So let's just see. Do I need to do that way around or this way around? I'm gonna guess this way around. These slots are both small, but and this is going a bit more difficult. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Because this is just the same length over there. So I'm gonna guess that's the right way to put them. Then number 6. Let's see, that's 3, it seems. 1, 2, oh, 4, there's 4 even. These are all numbers 6. So there's, oh yeah, there's a 4th one over here in this small slot there. So those go here, and you just set them straight up. It's very easy. Okay. See, number 7 is going in there, and that's this one, I think. Yeah, no, wait, 7 is this one. Kind of looks the same, but this one goes here. So with a wide slot and a small slot, and it does have multiple slots here for these as well. So that should sit like this, and that's a bit of a tricky thing to do, but that's okay. So now this is in place as well. Okay, number 8 is over there, those slots, so that's this one, and that also goes in that direction. Just set that up there. Okay, then we've got, this is 11 and 12. We've got 9. I don't know if 9 is one of these. 9 might be a wooden one, because I'm not seeing it here. So, and then 10 is this one. That's the big one. So 9 is supposed to sit over here. And then 10 is gonna sit over something. So I guess that's gonna sit over number 9. So I'm gonna search for that one first. All right, so this is number 9. I've just punched out the numbers that I need for the rest of this, and I stacked them in the right order. So this will sit here, which is a wooden divider. And then this will go here. So this is going to be a bit tricky, I think, although might not be that bad. Those are the only ones that are loose. And that one too. So there we go, that's it. All right, so that was number 10. So then we get 11, it's over there, and 11 is that one, so one of these. This one, yes, with the unequally tall sides. Thing is though, which side does it go? This side or that side? So that's a question that I can't answer right now. So I'll have to see. Not entirely sure. Okay, then number 12 goes here. Number 12 is another transparent one, and that is symmetrical, so that just sits there. So I'm kind of guessing, I think that's going to be that way. I think. And 13 is this one, and that one goes here. All right. Okay, yeah, I think that should match up for some reason. Okay, then we've had all the transparent ones except for these two little lids that go onto a box later. So I'll just put those to the side. And then we got number 14, which goes here. So that should be this one. There you go. And this is 15. There's two of those. So let's take a look. Yeah, that should go this way. And now I'm positive that this is the way that should sit. Oops. Ha ha ha, tricky. Actually, that's supposed to go into this slot. And I've completely pushed this one out, so let me just put that back. Yeah, so this is a bit of a tricky one. But once you got everything lined up, there you go. Perfect. This, same as before, sits over this part, and I just need to move that one in place. There you go. All right. So we have those. Then on to, I guess, this one or that one. Let's see, 16. 16 is a larger one, so that was this, and this is 17. And that should be, I guess, like this. And this has clips, because these e-Raptor inserts do not require glue. And I think I got that the wrong way around. After all, they have a clicking system. Everything snaps into place, which is pretty cool. I really like that system. It's very clever. So there you go. And that sits over there. And then you just kind of push it in. And you have to push it all the way through. So that means I need to lift this up a little, hold some things into place, and just push it in. And I'll do this one as well. Just hold your hand underneath, and then it clicks. So that looks pretty cool. Keeps everything in place right now. After 16, we've got 17 over here. So is that symmetrical? I think it is. Just put that there. 18 goes here. Let's see, so that's this one, goes all the way from there to there. And this has these engraved names on it for different cards. So you know what is supposed to go where, which is really neat. Let's see, so I guess, let's see, that goes like that. Because cards are going to go in here? No, it doesn't. That doesn't seem right. Maybe this way around. Nope, 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 no. I can't put it that way around because there's no slot for that. Oh yeah, the cards go onto the other side, so that could be it. So this goes here. And there we go. Just carefully slide it down. And everything should connect. So then we have two slots that you click in. I'll turn this around. I'm holding it a bit awkwardly. Is everything in? Yes, it is. There you go. All right. Starting to look really cool already. 19 is one of the sides, which should be this one. And so more cards are going to sit here. And I'll put it like this because, again, if you turn it around, this would stick out and that would be short. So usually there's only one way to put these. Otherwise it won't work. Okay, so that was the last of those parts. So that looks pretty cool. We've got some transparent dividers here for miniatures. And we've got some dividers for cards there, smaller cards, cards here, and bigger cards go here. And you have the two handholds to lift it all up. So yeah, that looks pretty neat. And there's a couple of smaller boxes that I need to put together as well that probably sit in here or somewhere, I'm not sure. So I'll put those together too and show you how that works. Okay, so I've punched out all of the remaining parts and the dividers. These are also numbered, so they are in order in which they should fit in. And the dividers that go in here do have text on them, but the instructions clearly have numbers A, B, and X through I, and more X's, which correspond with these dividers here. The X's do not have any engravings on them. So they're just blank, and the other ones do have engravings, and you can actually read them here. So I've put them in the same order and just name them, so in case you can't read them, you can just follow my instructions. So the first one in the back is the help cards, the help divider. So that one just sits in here, like so. Then you get a slot for the action cards, so that goes there. And then you have 5 blank dividers, so you have action cards for all 5 of the characters in the Aftermath and Voidseeders expansion box. So let's just put those in. Oops. That's 4. And that was 5. So there you go. You have to wiggle these in a bit. All right, so your action cards go there. Then you've got your private cards, which sits here. Oh, there you go. Then the alert cards, the trait cards. All right, so they actually do go in all the way. You just have to push a bit harder. So yeah, it's because they're diagonal. They have a little bit of wiggle room, and you really have to push them in well. So yeah, it's a bit tricky. But once they're in, I think they're in quite tightly. Then the event cards. So the best way to do this, I guess, is to just pull them forward a bit, like so. Then we get another blank divider. There. Then we get the panic cards. Let's see. It's a bit tight, but there we go. Okay. The attack cards. The wounds. Come on. And another blank divider. It's basically just to seal it off. Okay, so those are in. And then you get all of these here, so just blanks and the same. They go in here because the text is on the side of the wall over there. All right, I'll do that in a bit. Well, let's put together these boxes. So first of all, this one has 24 that goes in the middle here. And these two 25s, they sit on top of those. Just sit there. Then you've got, this one is 26, which has a little nub that sits on one end, which is for the lid. And there you go. And then 27 is on the other side, which has the peg hole for this to sit in. So that slides over that one, and then you need to push it in. So I always hold down these. That doesn't click too hard. And then this goes in this way, because there's no other way to do it, but also because you need to slide in the lid from left to right, the way I'm holding it right now. And then this goes here. That's just really cool. Clever little box for all kinds of tokens. And the acrylic cover just sits on top and it slides into the back. And then it is held in place by the little nub over there. So yeah, you've got a solid box for tokens. That should fit in here somewhere. Not here though. So I guess it's gonna sit here next to the cards, because there's a final divider sitting here. So yeah, I guess that's the spot where it's supposed to sit. Then we've got this one. This one goes in the middle. That's 29. We got 30 here. Same thing. This has a little nub there, and this has a hole in it, and you just sit that one over there. And then all you need, if these stay in place, that is the sides, and you just slide that over carefully until everything catches, and then just push that into the bottom, and this one as well. Click. You take the lid and make sure that fits into those grooves, and it will click shut. All right, so that is the whole assembly. Let me just take out the components and put them where they belong. So after having put everything inside the box, this is what you get. So all the cards do fit sleeved from the Aftermath and Voidseeders expansion with the medic as well. Cards go here. I haven't sleeved these yet because I've ordered sleeves for those, but it looks like they've got plenty of room to have sleeves. So that is over there, and then all the heroes, they go in here in the middle with the turrets and the little eggs, and these Voidseeders go here. So that's these models here, these guys. There's 6 of those, and they fit in here. The bigger ones, these have 4 slots here, 2 here and 2 there. This big guy sits over here, and there's a slot here for cards that I couldn't find. I don't know what's supposed to go there. I don't know why that is. So if somebody knows why this little slot over here is, let me know. I have no idea. Maybe I'm supposed to put it in like this, actually. Yeah, I think that might be it. But I don't know if I want to, because I'm never too happy of putting. Yeah, I mean, it's a tight fit, and it seems like it will only go in one way. So I could just put it down there, and I'm probably gonna put some felt on the bottom. And it also fits like this. I think might stick out just a tiny little bit. We'll see. The cat marker, the first player token, cat, space cat, goes here. That leaves a little space for, I'm guessing, the dog, which has a pretty big slot for just a small dog, but I don't know where else it should go. The hourglass goes on top of those eggs there, and that, it's plenty of room, which leaves a big room for the queen here. So this was a bit tricky. It goes in like this. I tried it in several directions, but because of the tentacles on the head, it's pretty tall, and it just fits in like this. Again, I'm not too sure about that, because yeah, like this. Okay, there we go. I would have again preferred a little bit of protective felt inside this, but it works. Then the extra tiles you get with this expansion, they go on top of the survivors, and that fits nicely. That's well done. It rests atop of the inner dividers. And then these all of them with the Voidseeder board. That just goes on top of that to protect it. And it sits on top of the dividers. I mean, it just doesn't touch the queen, I think. And then the other ones go on top of that, and that sits flush with the wood. Just barely, but it works. And then we have these two trays, which I'm not 100% sure about. I put all the round tokens with the numbers 1 through 4 and these colored markers here into these slots. And the final slot, I put these question mark tokens, because the other ones, I first thought they were supposed to go here and there's plenty of space to put them, but these turret tokens don't fit into a little slot like that. So I put those here and those there and the other ones here and these as well. Don't just toss them in. If you toss them in, you can't close the lid. You either have to stack them like this, you know, on their sides, or make 2 neat stacks and put the rest next to them, and then it will fit, because otherwise I couldn't get it to close. Oh yeah, and I threw that one in. So that's obviously going to be a little bit of a problem, because I couldn't leave this on one of the characters and put it in the insert. So yeah, it's not ideal. I'm just going to toss it with the dog. There we go. So that now does fit, and that clicks shut like that. So I'm not 100% sure if these are supposed to go here, but it's the easiest place to fit them, and that goes in here. And then of course the other tokens, and this fits nicely, and that goes in here, and push it down, and that goes on top of that. So then everything fits inside the original stretch goals and Voidseeders box. I'm just going to put this on the side just to be sure, because you need to place the board on top of all that, and that is nice. I've got I've kept this. I tossed away the box and I just kept this because it has a nice cat and the prop for propping up the box lid if you want it. So here's the Aftermath and the Voidseeders booklet, and then everything is flush with the box. So that's pretty neat. Everything from this stretch goals box fits inside the original box in its own space, and everything is 100% flush. So that's really cool. So my final thoughts on the e-Raptor insert for the Nemesis expansion, Voidseeders and Aftermath. Well, everything fits inside the box and the box is flush, so that is a big positive point. It's also very easy to put together. It just snaps together. It's quickly done, so that's good as well. I like the fact that it has acrylic transparent dividers where the miniatures are, and the only thing that bothered me just a little was the slot for the queen, which just barely fits her, and you know it's kind of squeezed in there. I mean, it's not, you know, there's no pressure or anything on the mini. You can just put it in and take it out, but it just barely fits, and you have to be really careful because it does have some really thin tentacles and parts. But I guess, well, you know, it fits. It could have done with a little bit of felt on the bottom, in my opinion. Same goes for this big guy over here who just sits in here, and they have this slot for the base, but I don't think that would work because there's so much going on that base that, you know, I couldn't get it to slot in really, and I was afraid to damage the paint, so I just put it in. It fits anyway. So that divider, in my opinion, was kind of pointless. But otherwise, there is a slot for all of the cards, which you can sleeve in premium cards. These are Paladin sleeves, which are of a good thickness, and everything fits in here, and the small cards as well. And they are all labeled either on the dividers or on the side here of this divider, so you can see which cards are where and just quickly take them out. And I also like the fact that you have these two smaller trays that you can just put on the table and pass around with all these tokens in them. You do have to kind of organize them more or less to fit inside, because otherwise I couldn't get all of these exclamation mark tokens to fit in if you just tossed them in randomly. So you have to stack them a little bit. But you know, once they're in, the lid keeps everything in place, and that's pretty cool. And the same goes for these, of course. And I think that works really well. And it has its own slot here on the side, so you can just put it there. And there is still some room left for all the booklets and the board. And I also like the fact that you can use the boards to cover up the miniatures and even the tiles that fit on top of the slot where the heroes are, the survivors, and then this just sits on top. And there's even, you know, little hand holes in the sides, in the walls, so you can easily grab all of those tiles. And same, of course, for the dividers. So there's, you know, there's room for your hands to grab whatever you need from the box. So that's good as well. So all in all, it's a pretty good solution for, you know, everything that comes in this box. It doesn't fit any extras, so if you have the Carnivores expansion or the 3D doors, that won't fit in here. This is completely filled with what is in this box, so there's no room for extras, but it does fit completely flush, so there's that. So all in all, pretty good insert. I'm pretty happy with it. I can certainly recommend it, so check it out on their website by clicking the link in the description below, and there you can see what you can buy it for, and also the insert for the core game. And if you want to see my review of the core game insert, just click the eye in the corner of this video and that will take you there. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you hit the bell icon, you'll also get notified whenever I upload a new video. Please also consider becoming a Patreon saint to my channel by clicking the link to my Patreon page in the description below, or the icon at the end of this video that will take you to my Patreon page, and there you can read how you can support my channel, keep me going. It's really very much appreciated, and you'll also get your name in the credits of my videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Board Game Heaven.